Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Thriving in Chaos. With me, as always, Stella Rune, my lovely
Hello?
co host, and I obviously am Rebel Phoenix.
Obviously.
Obviously. Oh my god, it's been forever since I've seen your face.
I know. It's so nice to finally be recording again.
I know, right? We've had some
Wah,
issues
wah,
here
wah.
lately.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's okay. Stuff happens, Technicalities, scheduling, all that jazz.
Hence the name Thriving in Chaos, because that's usually what we got to do on a daily basis.
Heck yeah, man. For a second, I saw our thing says live. I thought we were live. I was like, oh, hey,
Right?
we're not today.
I thought the same thing, but no, we're recording today. Thriving Live on Thursdays, guys. Check it out. Check it out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Provided the guest shows up. Provided the guest shows up.
Yeah,
You
unless
know,
something happens and stuff, Eh,
yeah.
life.
Again, thriving in chaos. We're all doing it.
True.
All day, every day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah. Time to get to the business so we can bring the party out the back.
You say that every show.
I know, and it's still funny.
You're like, "Imma
See?
keep saying it if I keep laughing."
I mean, at least I didn't hit you with a how you doing.
Not yet. Lisa's getting that, I'm sure.
Actually, I just did.
Yeah, I guess
But
that's
yes,
true.
for sure, the guest will be getting a "Hi Dern." I'm gonna be known for that, even though I totally stole it from Tyler Perry.
It's okay. You're just giving him
Anyway,
credit, it's fine.
right, I'm giving him credit, so it's not plagiarism. It's just imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Well, I'm sure he'd be very flattered.
I would hope so, because there's a fine line between flattery and offensive. So,
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of like me with my stalkers. I'm on the one hand, I'm offended that they're stalking me, but on the other hand, I'm kind of flattered by it.
I don't
So,
think you told me that you had a stalker, and I really hope that that's not that's not what's actually happening. Hopefully, they're just being weird.
oh, I've totally got a few of them lined up. Who cares if I paid them to do it? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Someone
Anyways,
has to pay attention to me.
exactly. Speaking of getting paid, let's break out them sponsors, shall we? So, sponsor number one, obviously, Cardinal Massage Therapy. Y'all know I swear by her. She's like a magician with her magic fingers. She's
Oh,
good at
that's
what she does. I'll give her
yeah,
that
that's a really good review, though. Like, I love that.
for sure. Definitely check her out. She's my own personal masseuse. She will travel, just saying, for the right price.
I cannot wait to come visit you so that I can also see her.
Oh, I've already got appointments booked. I done told her to block off the whole week you're here.
That's funny. That's funny.
Uh,
Anyways, I
let's
love
move
it.
on to Mythic Print
Yeah.
Masters. Oh,
Yeah.
I said it right.
You said it right this time.
I did.
It kinda sounds like Ghostbusters, though, so I get why, because I feel like the last time you said Busters, and I was like,
Well, I
but
think it came from Mythbusters.
oh, I didn't even think about that. I was thinking Ghostbusters because it kinda has, like, a Ghostbusters ring to it, too.
I mean, they just need to change their name to Mythic Price Busters.
Price Busters, the furniture store. Um, he doesn't make furniture.
I know.
Um,
Like he could 3D print furniture.
I mean, like, maybe dollhouse furniture. 3D printer's not that big. Anyways,
Just
yeah, that's my catchphrase now. Anyways, um,
it's fine.
it's fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, so check out mythicprintmasters.com. He, I think, just had his website redone. But you can find him if you can't find him on the website. Definitely check out on Instagram or TikTok. It is just Mythic Print Masters. If you're in the central-ish Florida area, I think it's Central Florida. I don't know. You can catch him at some like makers markets, things like that. He's super talented. He does all kinds of cool stuff with his 3D printer. He also made this really cool dragon that is sitting in my living room right now that he painted and everything. I'll have to send you
I know you're
really
sending me that dragon.
a
I'm
picture.
getting ready to get married. I need a wedding present, Stella.
It's my dad's. Um,
I
He
will fight him for. I will. We can joust.
You're not fighting my old man. He's fragile. He's not fragile, but he's old.
All you do is ride a horse and knock me off it. It's okay. He'll be
if your balance is anywhere like mine, that's probably not that hard.
exactly. He's got a fighting chance. We're on equal playing fields.
he, yeah, he does all kinds of stuff, and he takes commissions too. So definitely check out Mythic Printmasters.
Well, now I have to check him out because I want the damn dragon.
It's cool. I think he posted it on like Instagram or TikTok. I want to say it's on Instagram because I usually stalk him on Instagram.
You know, I didn't want to bring up the nepotism, Stella, but I think you get all the good shit because you're family.
I don't know what that means. Have you met my family?
I have. We're part of it.
I'm just saying. You've met them, you know. Get all the good stuff. That didn't even. It's not mine. It's just sitting in the living room in the house that I live in. It's my dad's.
Yeah. Thriving in chaos.
Gotta love it.
That's what we're doing. We're
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, that concludes the business portion of this segment. So now we're going to bring the party out. And let me tell you, this guest is really fucking cool and looks like she belongs in somebody's punk rock band. So we are taking auditions, guys. We're taking auditions. Speaking of auditions, she's an upcoming actor in a couple of the Kaimanos projects. She's going to work with Mary Kate in Horror Hound Bites, and she's going to be in Killer Pizza, y'all. So you know we love that pizza. Let's bring her out, Miss Lisa Kisner. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
There you go. You got your how you doing. There you go.
Ooh, I'm so lucky.
What's up? How you doing? How's the weather up where you are? Like, it's really shitty here.
Well, I'm right in the middle of the country, and it's been raining, heavy misting and raining the last 2 or 3 days. Ooh. And today it was cloudy. Now it's kind of sunny, but it's really humid. It's always pretty humid in Missouri.
Oh, great. So you got the same shit I got here. It's been raining for like 3 weeks straight. I'm starting to wonder where Noah's fucking Ark is.
Yeah, and if it wasn't raining, they said it was going to, so you're hunkered down for it, and then it does or doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some weather, it seems like it goes around me with tornadoes and bigger storms that we're waiting for, and then it just kind of passes by.
Yeah.
Yeah, it drives me crazy.
I feel like whenever they say it's going to rain here, it actually does rain. So at least there's that. But
that's nice.
Very occasionally, it just doesn't.
I will tell you what, okay, the slogan of this state that I live in is wild and wonderful. No, fuck that. They should have just named it Wild and Waterfall. All it ever does here is rain or snow. And if it ain't those two, it's fucking ice.
Oh.
Yeah. That's all right. Ours, just like somebody's like, oh my God, this weather's so bad. We're just like, wait 5 minutes. It'll change.
That's how Missouri is too. You never know. You'll go through everything in a day.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, it's literally a different season every time we open the front door. I mean, we got spring in the morning, summer in the afternoon,
winter at night,
fall in the evening, and winter overnight. Like,
I like having the windows open. I like fresh air, but sometimes it's where you need to have the air conditioner on the day and then the heater on at night.
Yeah. Yes,
it makes you feel crazy.
Yeah. It does, because I do that to my husband all the time. I'll be like sweating to death. I'll be like, oh God, turn the air down, turn the fans on full blast. I'm sweating to death. And then 5 minutes later, I'm under my Sherpa blanket, like shivering. Yeah. And he'll be like, really?
It's because you overcorrected.
And they're like, why is it so cold in this house?
Yeah.
What's wrong with all of you?
Yeah, we definitely, I don't know, sometimes when I get cold, I feel like it's cold enough to hang meat up in my house, like a meat locker.
I hate when it feels that cold. You're like, it's really not that cold, but it feels like it is.
Yeah. Speaking of the cold and the meat, why don't you tell us about the meat on the killer pizza, the pepperoni?
Well, I'm not privy to all of the details of how this meat's going to go, but word on the street is it eats your face off or something like that.
Ooh, my
kind
of feud.
Yeah. It's the kind of pizza that you don't walk away from.
Nope, it walks away from you.
It does.
This is the only
Casually.
time where the pizza eats you.
Yes.
I think they said it's like a revenge pizza type deal, which sounds like it's going to be so fun.
It does.
Pizza's had it too good for too long, so it's gonna have to turn on us.
It had it coming.
Now's the time.
I'm totally waiting for the sequel where, the killer pizza comes across the ginger dead man.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
That would be a delicious, dangerous delight.
It would be delectably dangerous.
It would be deadly. Deadly.
It would be the devil's food cake.
Yep. Exactly that. And more.
You know how many jokes I could crack? I could crack so many jokes. I just need a microphone. Somebody hand me one and, a comedy stage.
There's one on your mic.
Yeah, you go. Go for it.
I said a comedy stage, not this thing. Okay.
You said mic. You need a mic. Hello.
Like the one you hold, Stella. The one that actually looks like a microphone, not the one attached to my face.
Which looks like a microphone.
If you were
yours looks like a microphone. Mine is just plastic.
Sorry, Lisa.
If you were a comedian and you were on stage, would you take the mic out of the stand and walk all around, or would you be one that stands behind the mic?
Good question.
I don't know. It depends on how lazy I want to be that day.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd have to walk around.
Some people just sit on a stool. Like, I don't think I could do that. I think I'd be too nervous.
Yeah, I think
I'd stand behind a podium so I could hide.
Ideally, I think I'd want to be the one that just, was lazy, because I don't do stand-up comedy. I just sit down. I do sit-down comedy.
Yeah.
But the reality would be that I'd be walking all over the stage, pacing back and forth out of nervousness.
Yeah.
I think I would do comedy as kind of like a one-woman show. I'd have a couch that I would kind of lounge on or do different things on, but I would talk to people from a couch.
I can see that, actually.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
God, I would do that, but it would turn to fucking therapy sessions.
Right?
Well,
Everybody wants to tell me their business.
Yeah.
Stella would just sit there with a clipboard like, okay, sit down. You have 5 minutes to tell me how you feel. You have 5 minutes to tell me how you feel, and then get out.
I like
and
that.
it's $500 per session.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I'd be so
That's
rich.
cheap.
People just tell me their business, and I'm like, why are you telling me this?
Why not?
I don't want to know, guys.
Yes, you do. Don't lie.
Stop being so nice then all the time.
Problem is, I'm not actually that nice. I just apparently look like somebody who wants to hear people's business.
I was getting ready to tell you my problems, but now I won't.
No, go ahead. I got my notepad right here.
Oh, no. I don't want to trouble you with it.
We're prepared this time.
We don't have enough time.
I mean, that's fair. It would take a lifetime to talk about all the trauma I've faced. So, how did you end up coming across the role for Killer Pizza and Horror Hound Bites? Were you friends of the Caimanos before, or did you meet them through the projects?
I met them through a different group of people. I have done multiple movies with the Mahal Empire. Like, are you familiar with the Mahals?
I don't know.
I'm not.
Well,
I don't think so.
They are some friends of mine. They produce movies, and they are doing their 17th one right now.
Oh,
so
wow.
I've done 5 with them. And I think Anthony found me through them somehow and told me about Killer Pizza. And then I found out about them and have been following them for a couple of years.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think Anthony and Mandy know the Mahals, so I met them that way.
That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I met them through a friend of a friend of a friend, and somehow, or actually, I think I came across Anthony, and like his profile had mentioned all of his different projects he was working on. I was like, hey, you want to be on my show? And it just blossomed from there, because now I'm just, I steal all of his people to be on my show.
Good. That's nice.
We're like his personal publicity station.
Good. Everyone.
I know. He's had us booked for months. I never have to worry about a guest. All I got to do is hit Anthony up and be like, hey, buddy, I'm running a little low on people. You want to send me a couple?
Yeah.
And it'd
It's
be
always
like,
got
sure, I
something.
got all these great people from this project. Let me shoot this guy your way.
I
It's
love
like,
it.
oh, do you have someone? And then he sends like 16 people.
It'd be like, how many
All of them.
spots you need full this month? All of them? Okay, I got you.
You
I
want
got
every
you
day?
Thursdays and Sundays for the next 4 months.
That's a good position to be in.
Yeah. He's good stuff. He's good people.
He is. So what other movies have you been in? Do you have like a specific genre? Are they all like horror related, or, do you have a variety?
Well, they're all mostly horror related or horror subsets. So
Our kind of movies.
yeah, they're indie horror. So I was just in Desert Fiends 2. Have you seen Desert Fiends 1? That's out now.
I have not, but now I need to. Where
Oh my
can I
gosh, a
find
movie
it?
you haven't seen?
Well, I think it's on Prime and it's available on
Ooh.
DVD and like kind of all the places, but
Oh, cool.
Prime for sure. That's worth seeing. That's unlike anything you've ever seen before. And the Desert Fiends 2 I was in, and that's going to be fun. Maybe a year from now, or, generally it kind of takes about that long.
Well, now I know what me and the husband are watching tonight.
You're good. If you've got little kids, maybe they don't want to watch it, but you definitely do.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
they do. I
We
don't know
have
how your
dogs.
husband runs.
We have
That's
cats
true.
and dogs. We don't have children.
They'll
Stella's
love it.
the one with the children.
They'll love it.
Yeah. Well, my daughter will watch anything I'll let her watch, so.
Pretty much, yeah. She's basically our mini me.
If she likes horror, she'll like Desert Fiends.
Yeah, she does. She's a big fan. It's crazy because she wasn't, and then all of a sudden this year she's just kind of developed this she's been kind of a fan of like scary stuff, but she's just developed this like love of horror movies and metal music and punk music, and she's starting to like turn into me, which is
Cool.
It's like
cool.
watching yourself grow up, right?
And I'm like, hold up. Because she's she's into all like the, those alt punk bands from the early 2000s that I was always into. And now she's like, I just want black t-shirts, band t-shirts, and something else. And then just regular shorts and black pants. And I was like, you're me.
Yep.
You've turned into me.
I don't have any light colored clothes. They're all black.
Yeah.
But it might have red in it, or purple, or red, or gray, but black.
Most of my clothes are black or like
Yeah.
horror themed clothes. Like
Yes.
Same.
skeletons and bats and things like that.
Yeah, I like all gothy stuff and
Yep, same.
all kind of latexy, dark, flowy, gothy, metal, horror.
Yeah.
It's my jam.
I also mix in
great.
a little boho stuff. So yeah, you're like, oh, we're the same.
You two are like sisters from another mister.
I also do work in my like rather liberal stuff. So,
Love it.
yeah.
Today's a big day for liberal stuff.
Mm. It is.
Yeah.
Baltimore Pride. That's what I know is happening today, and that's what I'm focusing on. That's what I'm
Yay!
choosing to spend my time focusing on. Is Baltimore Pride was today. I didn't get to go.
Yeah, we won't go there with
It's all
politics.
positive.
No, we're not going to go there. Never. Well, maybe not never, but not right now.
Let's
Well, I
not.
mean, there's just no winning in a politics war. I mean,
No.
it doesn't matter what side you're on, you're wrong. Like,
There's no right answer and there's no wrong answer. That's the problem.
and that's the problem. Like, there's no, like, if I'm one way and you're the other way, there's no meet me in the middle way.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all one or the other. There's no in between.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I just find it so stupid that people will literally get rid of their families and their friends all over political figures that do nothing for them. Like,
Yes and no. Like I can understand like not backing or someone who, if I had a family member that like backs a policy I can't stand because it's like rooted in bigotry and racism or sexism or something, then yeah, absolutely. Like I'd be like, I can't talk to you anymore because I didn't know that's how you feel and now I can't unsee that.
Yeah.
And that's different. But when it's like someone's very pro one person and then the other person isn't, they're like, well, if you're not, then I'm not going to talk to you. I mean, you're choosing someone who
that's my
doesn't care
thing.
about you over somebody who does.
right. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I don't know. I guess when it comes to politics, it's more of a don't ask, don't tell scenario. Like,
I was
That's
actually
how you-
raised to never talk about politics with people, and I'm trying to get
Yeah,
out of that.
that's
Because,
how you have to be these days because it doesn't matter what side you're on, you're wrong. Like, there's no right answer.
yeah, but at the same time, we can't just not talk about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, in other discussions, sure, in private, but not,
Yeah,
like
absolutely. Like on
on
this
this
platform,
kind
this would be insane. Yeah,
right. We all have our opinions. We just have to express them in the right place and time and,
exactly.
what
Yeah.
we believe. I mean, that's the problem when you want to be in the public eye, everything you do is scrutinized.
Yeah.
So whatever, like if you're one way or the other, they don't really care. They're going to tear you apart no matter which way you go
Yeah.
because they're going to hate you regardless.
Right.
And that's the part that, I have a problem with. We can all have our opinions without trying to rip each other apart
Yeah.
over it.
Right. Well, and that's part of it too. Is like I think people are just, in general, people are looking for reasons to hate other people, and
Right.
politics
It's
is
like
just a
people
big
just
reason.
want to be offended for the sake of being offended at this point.
Yeah. Sorry, Lisa. We kind of go off on tangents.
We do. We really
I
do.
was
You're
told
just going to
that
have to
could
keep up.
happen.
What'd you say?
I was told that could happen.
Oh,
I'm fully
see, there you
prepared
go.
and welcome it.
Yeah. Yeah. You just kind of got to jump in and tell us to shut up sometimes, or we'll
You're like,
just
yeah,
keep going.
I'm gonna reel that back in, anyways.
Back to you.
Woo!
Take it away with the weather in San Francisco. No, I'm just kidding.
I bet it's hot in San Francisco right now.
I don't know. I would,
Although I don't know if San Francisco gets that hot because it's.
they
don't
always
know.
say that the heat in California is like a dry heat.
Yeah.
I've never been there to know what a dry heat is compared to Florida's heat.
So I've been to Vegas and it's just hot. Like it's like standing in an oven. It's just hot. So I imagine it's like that. I was in California one time and I just so happened to be there 1 week of fall. So I don't know what their heat was like.
1 week they have fall.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, how do we pick the 1 week a year it's cold? Like of all the times we picked. It was in October too, and I was like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna be chilly today. It's
I
never
was out in Vegas in February, I believe, this year with Desert Fiends too. And I was out there for 5 days. And the first day and we were out in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
The first day it was warm and the wind was blowing quite a bit, but it was pretty tolerable. Then every day after that, it got really hot to where you were just standing and just sweating. And people had on their wardrobe or their costumes, and some of them were a lot of clothing, and some of them were, it's just too hot for all that stuff. It was dangerously hot. You can't.
You said this was in February? It was in February?
Wow. It was abnormally high for them.
Oh, okay.
Like record-breaking high for them in Vegas.
And of course, you were there filming.
Who doesn't love when it's like 49,000 degrees outside?
Yeah. They're like, we're going to film in parkas.
A couple of years ago for a different movie called Bikers versus Werewolves, and we were shooting at night, and it was so cold. Same location, same kind of part of the desert, and it was so cold that it was dangerous. Like people got sick because they were so cold for so long.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was a similar time of year. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Or you're going to love like the movies where it's supposed to be cold in the movie, but they're clearly filming in a desert scenario when it's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
So like you see people like sweating and they're like trying to shiver. Like, I forget what movie we watched the other night, but like, actually, I think it was Sandlot. And I noticed that they were like, it was really, really hot outside in the movie, but like they jumped in the pool and the one kid was sitting there on camera like,
yes, he was.
Yeah. And I'm like, he's literally shivering to death and he's trying so hard to hold it in. He's like,
well, you can't stop your body from reacting that way. That's so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you would think like especially when it comes to like kids, like if you're filming and you know you're filming an outdoor pool scene, you don't maybe do it when it's cold outside. Like, wouldn't that make sense?
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to give some kid hypothermia just because I want to film a movie.
Or at least make the pool heated.
Right. Something.
It seems like that's not really a huge concern.
Yeah.
Art is suffering. And so They get the
Yeah.
pool when they get the pool, and you deal with it.
Yeah,
It's time to
exactly.
act like you're not freezing to death.
Right.
How good of
Yeah.
an actor are you?
Right. Stop turning your lips blue.
Yeah,
Right?
stop
Just
your
will it to go away.
Bite them. You better bite those lips and get that blood flowing
Yep.
again.
Makeup. I need more color in my lips. It's gone.
You just sit there like,
Oh, we're gonna get some funny faces.
I'm not cold.
We always get very funny stills from our shows, and it's
That
always
would be a good. Those would be good ones. Yeah.
oh my god, that'd be great. It's usually when
always
she's
me.
making a terrible face.
Always
It's
me.
magic.
Very rarely do they catch her or the guest doing it. It's always me.
It's magic.
And
It's
even if
alive.
they catch the other two doing it, they still get me.
Wonderful.
I'm telling you, I'm
Hilarious.
going to start my own support group called Rebel Stupid Faces Club,
Oh, that's funny.
especially on our lives, because on our lives, I have a habit of, because it delays before it starts going live.
We're always
I'll
like-
be like,
This one time she made a face and it started, and then you could see her in the little like box at the bottom, and she was like, "Of course."
yeah, I'm like, oh, that's going to be on camera. And then it like screenshots the stupidest face I make the entire show. And that's the face of our episode.
It's a
Thumbnail.
beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm telling you, I'm going to have to start designing jackets, t-shirts. Like, I'm just going to have my face plastered all over everything with the stupid faces.
I
Just
love
do
it.
like one of those Andy Warhol portraits where it's like the 4 in the different colors. It's just 4 different faces.
And then
Yeah,
on the
it's
back,
pretty
it'll say, I joined Rebel Stupid Faces Club.
Welcome.
Put it on Instagram and have a face of the day.
Oh my god, yes.
Today's face is this.
Oh,
No.
I can't wait. I'm gonna have to do that.
I would totally subscribe to that.
Subscribe to us anyway.
Oh,
I
I'm subscribed, baby.
I have
Sharpie
an
face.
idea.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I have an idea now.
I see the light
Thank
bulb
you,
burning
Lisa.
out above your head.
Yeah. Well, that's because the wheels are turning. Something's got to work.
I see smoke.
Shh. It's fine. It's not smoke. It's an idea escaping.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Everything's
Your head
fine.
could explode and you would still say everything's fine.
Be like, it's fine. Okay.
It's okay. It'll grow back eventually.
It's fine.
I'm not dead. I'm just a ghost now.
Yeah. Oh, it's lucky for you.
Those
You
are
better
the
believe.
coolest.
Oh, I'm coming to visit Rebel when I'm a ghost.
Assuming that Rebel
2
isn't
a.m.
on
Hey,
with you
girl.
already. I think I'm going to be the first to go out of all of us. Just saying.
You don't know that. You already survived so many times.
Exactly.
Your
So,
track
you
record
know,
is great.
eventually I'm going to run out of lives. You know, the cat only has 9 and I've already used like 4.
Your
So,
track record is pretty good, though. I'm just saying.
you know, that's because at this point I'm convinced that heaven doesn't want me and hell might be afraid I'm going to take over.
My uncle said that once when he had his heart surgery.
Hello, I have heart problems, so it's not far off.
Just saying. I mean, he's still alive, so it's been
I
also
mean-
like 20 something years since that happened.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. Stop.
Stop it.
No, keep going. I want you to feed my ego, but really stop.
Stop.
I'm kidding. So, what was your favorite movie to film so far?
It's hard to say because all of them are great in their own ways and are like hard and fun and easy. But I think if I was to pick one, it would be one that I did last year called Alien Horde with the Mahal Empire. I got to play 4 different characters.
Oh,
And, I wore a mask with 2 characters, like 2 different masks. So I got to play a mutant and an alien. And then I was a human person, so I looked more like me. And then I was an alien, but I had prosthetics on and I was blue.
Oh,
So-
that's cool.
I got to play a whole bunch of different characters
Did it come with a whole bunch of different paychecks?
We'll see what happens.
That's pretty
But
cool.
that one was fun because I got to figure out that many characters and interact with a lot more of the cast than I kind of normally would with just maybe one character. These generally are larger casts, so they have different kind of groups that you do stuff with, and different groups interact with each other, and I got to interact with more, which was really nice.
I just
got to see how they do the special effects, prosthetics, and be part of that.
That's really cool.
Makeup, and that's fun too.
I'm jealous.
How long did that makeup take though? Like I feel like that would take a long time.
Well, I don't remember exactly, but it was probably an hour.
Oh,
it wasn't the most
yeah.
complicated, I think, for them, but it took a while, and they had to spray paint the blue on and the different little markings, that veins or whatever it was. So it was a process. It was a process getting it off too.
Oh, I'm sure.
I just recently watched the new Michael B. Jordan movie, Sinners.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God, it's so good. You have to watch
it.
It.
Everybody says. I haven't seen
I mean, it's a little slow in the beginning, but like once the action starts, it doesn't stop. But like, I'm always fascinated when they have like where he played like two brothers on screen at the same time. I'm always fascinated by how they make that work, because it's like essentially you have to, like, I would imagine they probably have a stand-in to be the other side at, when he's trying to hug or whatever. But like, I'm always fascinated by how they can just do that.
I know back in the day when they first started doing that, it was a split screen and you could often see where the line was, but that's not been the case for a long time. So I don't really know how they make it look so good.
One of the first ones I think actually did that was the original Parent Trap with Hayley Mills.
Oh, I love Hayley Mills.
She played both parts for that, which was pretty crazy.
But I think in some places you could kind of see where they were standing. You could see the point.
Yeah.
They just put the film together.
I mean, that was like way back in the day. I think the original was in black and white, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. And then they did a sequel where she was older in color, but I don't remember. I know
I think it was the 50s.
Yeah, they probably had color then.
Color.
I don't know. Some of them back then still like to be black and white. But who
1961.
61, okay.
No,
it was not in black and white.
It was probably, color.
Yeah, it was in color.
I don't know. I kind of like the Lindsay Lohan version of that movie too.
I didn't.
I don't know if I did. Maybe I did, but I don't recall.
I know I didn't see that because I wasn't interested in the Parent Trap. I was just like,
It was great. I always used to wish I had a twin that I randomly ran into.
Yeah, but like, how, like, as a parent though, how do you even work that? How are you just like, oh, I'm only going to take one of them, you take the other one, I never want to see them again? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right. I think they were hoping one would never find out about the other and they could just live in peace.
Yeah, but how do I pick one of my kids and I'm just like, forget that. Imagine the trauma that causes too. Like, mom or dad didn't want me. But like,
right.
I think that in general, when any child is faced with that, whatever the situation, it's a lifelong therapy.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of the reason or the good intentions or the love that made that decision, it always is, it messes with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that was also still kind of back before they really had studies showing just how early trauma could start with kids.
I mean, all they had to do was pay attention to their children and they would have found it out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, how many times did you hear people say kids are resilient and they bounce back from anything, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, because they don't have a choice.
Right.
But
they
again,
don't have a choice.
We didn't really study that, but again, if we just paid attention to our children.
But like, who would have thought that stuff that happens to you in like infancy will come back to bite you in the ass when you're older?
Well, and the worst part is that sometimes you don't even know what it is until, or ever, but you have to like ask questions to the people who probably did that thing to you.
Yeah.
Like to find out what actually happened. Or like who knew about it and had knowledge that something hurt you and then never told you about it. It's just
Or like how they bounce kids in foster homes every couple months so that they don't form attachments to anybody.
mhm,
How is that not creating psychopathic serial killers? Like, that's exactly what happens. Like, they get abused or whatever, and then they get bounced from place to place, and they can't form emotional attachments because every time they try, like, they get packed up and
right.
shipped off to somebody else. So all that does is just create serial killers.
And people who don't know how to, who
Well,
aren't necessarily serial killers or psychopaths, but just don't know how to make those attachments because
right.
they were never taught how.
And I think that just breeds the next generation of narcissists waiting to happen.
Ooh. Ooh.
Seem very upset by this.
Oh, I actually have a brother who's adopted, and he had biological half siblings who were bounced around from place to place.
Oh,
He was too, but he moved in with us when he was like 5 or 6. So while there was damage done, it was a lot less than his other siblings had gotten.
oh gosh.
And they bounced from place to place, and at one point they ended up in like a, what you would call an orphanage, like a kid's home,
Yeah.
close by. So it was a lot, and it really hurts me because they deserved better.
Yeah.
They're not great humans now, but that can be pointed back to the origination, their origin story of all of the things that happened with them.
It
I
seems like
mean,
some people never had a chance, never had a
Yeah.
chance to have a whatever kind of life and they were capable of. Like they
Yep.
just didn't have the cards to really. They would have to be so incredibly strong, and some part of them has to like just know everything's going to be okay to push
Mhm.
through all the junk. And
Mhm.
sometimes that's really hard to do.
Mhm.
and
Uh,
you also can't understand something you never had. So like
or know
if
that it even
you
exists.
if you never had a loving relationship or a family or things like that, then you don't understand how those dynamics work
Yeah.
because you never had it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They say you can't miss what you never had, but you can't understand it either.
Exactly. It's crazy. I just had this conversation earlier, uh, Rebel, when you and I were talking earlier about my cousin. We just had the conversation about our moms have shared trauma, and both of our moms are gone now, but they had a shared trauma. They experienced the same thing. It was responded to the exact same way. And what her mother did, and it's just funny because they responded differently. So her mother never believed her when she said something was happening, just kind of let her do whatever she wanted, didn't really set boundaries or guidelines, or didn't really protect her the way that she should have. And my mom was so overly protective. I was like, the crazy thing is we both ended up with trauma, but trauma in different ways. She
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
understood how to read that somebody's not the person that they should be, and I just never trusted anybody ever. And it's
No.
just crazy because like if we could have just met somewhere in the middle, it would have been a different story.
Right?
I don't know why it seems like this, but for whatever our situation is and what we need, it's like our parents or the people in our environment were never the ones that could give it to you, but like somebody else's parent responded in a way that you needed. But you're just
Right.
never assigned to the parent that really could give you what it is that your soul needs. Just so that you have to learn and grow and figure out this whole human being business. But it is odd. Like I would love to have had my parents are wonderful, but they didn't communicate with me like some people's parents do, and I just desperately wanted that, but didn't even know to ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, what could I have been
Mm-hmm.
if if somebody would have asked me what I was thinking about, or
Right.
I mean,
just any little thing. It's almost like nobody gets what they need, regardless of what it is and who they are.
Right.
that's kind of like when I was growing up, my mom kind of raised me. She was the type like, I'll buy you whatever you want, just leave me alone. She wasn't the sit down and have a conversation with me or take me out and do things type. It was, you go do your thing. I'm going to do my thing. I'll buy you whatever you want. Just leave me alone. Occupy
Yeah.
yourself. But then at the same time, it used to, she would confuse me a lot because like she didn't really want me. It was like she didn't really want me around, but she wouldn't let me go anywhere either. Like she didn't
Mm-hmm.
want me to go out with friends. She didn't
Oh,
want to be she didn't want me to be at their houses or going out with them, but she didn't want them to come over. So I'm
I have
like,
kids at my house all the time. All the kids. My kid
yeah,
friends, they're like here all the time. But so with Lisa, with what you said, like how we get what we want but aren't getting from other grown-ups. when we're growing up and stuff. I think it has a lot to do with like we have, you know what, my parents are great too. I love my parents. Um, but like we have this like these parents who are giving us these things, they're filling these needs, but then we are like the eye openers. So we're like, well, you're also not giving me this thing that I need. Like it was communication for you.
Yeah.
Like you're not giving me the communication that I need. So you give me all these other things, but the thing that I'm missing is this. And like freedom is what I missed from mine because it was like, you know, mine was so overbearing and overprotective that like I didn't have any freedom. But like my other friends, they had freedom from their parents, and it's funny because like we find the faults in the parentage, and my kids
Yeah.
are very slowly finding out mine, or very quickly finding out mine. But it's funny because like you never really realize it, and it's not that you're not getting what you're needed; you're getting all the other things. It's
Yeah.
just like this other piece that like now you're not getting. Like you notice that you're not getting it.
It's like they take care of the needs that keep you alive, but not keep you healthy.
Yeah.
To where it's the total package.
It also may be the thing where they're like just too close to the situation. So you know sometimes you can see things from far away that you can't see close up. I think it could be that too. Who knows?
I mean,
Being human is weird.
I guess it kind of
It
goes
really
to
is.
like that phenomenon where like your kid won't listen to you, but they'll listen to your best friend or literally a stranger. They can say it the same thing the same way, but your kid will listen two different ways. They won't hear it when you say it because they're used to you nagging them. So when they hear it from a stranger, they're like, oh, okay, I can believe that now because somebody else told it to me and you're not nagging me to death.
It seems like it always works like that.
Yeah. Grown-ups do it too. I mean, how many times did I told someone that something needed to be done and then their mother or sibling would say, "Hey, this needed to be done." And they're like, "Oh, I didn't realize that as something I needed to be doing."
Right. It's like it goes in one ear and out the other and then comes back around through somebody else's ears.
Yeah. So you just want to be like, "I'm not even going to you anymore and telling you this needs to be done. I'll just go to the other people."
Yeah.
Right.
Ones who might do it.
Yeah. Somebody's got to tell you.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it.
And you know that's when I used to be a social worker, I worked with a lot of parents, obviously, because I worked for CPS. But I was like the family preservation and reunification side, so I wasn't the one taking the kids. I was the one like, here, take them back. So, I did a lot of parenting classes, and one thing that I came across, I had the parents that basically didn't give a shit at all. They were just, going through the motions, and then I had ones that were too strict on the kids, and I basically told them, like, if you don't loosen up, as soon as those kids are out, as soon as they're adults, they're going to go crazy. They are going to do everything you're telling them not to just because you're telling them not to.
Exactly.
Like, you would be so much better off if you just sat down and had a literal conversation with them, like, hey, when it comes to alcohol, this is the ins and outs. When it comes to, weed, this is the ins and outs. I know you're going to go to parties. I know you're going to get drunk. I would much rather you call me in the middle of the night than to have the police call me in the middle of the night and tell me to come scrape you up off the side of the road. Like, kids are going to do dumb shit. We all did dumb shit when we were that age. So we already know what they're going to do. And we already know how they're going to do it.
That's so funny.
And like my philosophy is, instead of preventing them from doing it, I would much rather them just come to me and tell me. Because all you're doing by instilling that fear into them is creating people that are going to be sneakier.
Yep.
They're going to go to more extremes not to get caught. Whereas if you're just that approachable parent where they can just come and be like, hey, I want to try weed. Okay. Maybe certain age, maybe at a certain age you could try it. I'd much rather you come to me and so I can see where it's coming from, as opposed to you getting laced shit on the street that's going to have fentanyl in it just because you wanted to go out with your boys and do dumb shit. If you're going to drink, I'd rather you drink where I can watch you as opposed to driving drunk from somebody's house in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Conversations I've had with my kids. Just talk to me. It's fine.
I mean, we all know that kids are going to do dumb shit.
Yeah.
I would much rather them be able to come to me and be like, hey, I made a mistake, than for them to try and make bigger mistakes to cover up the first mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a
Same.
lot of parents aren't like that. A lot of parents try to rule with an iron thumb, and it just don't work like that.
Yeah. That's what happened to me. Just yeah. You get that trauma that it's like I can't do anything, and then you don't know how to be alive. Because you
Yeah.
weren't ever given an opportunity.
Yeah. You don't know how to survive once people are gone because they were too overprotective.
Yeah.
Both my parents were police officers, and they were always working. And
Oh,
so
you definitely had it bad then.
I was a latchkey kid. So me and my sister were latchkey kids. So we just were home a lot of the time by ourselves. So we just got real independent. And I don't regret that. I'm real independent now and can take care of stuff. But my parents, they were just working all the
Yeah.
time.
Shit. Police officers for parents, you probably had it as bad as the preacher's kids.
Everybody says that. I think the thing for me is like my parents were very honest about. I mean, we had guns in the house because they have guns,
Right.
and they were very honest about the world. So I didn't really grow up with any illusions that there wasn't somebody who wouldn't try to kidnap me. Like, they taught
Yeah.
us what to do and what to look for, and that saved my life and my neighbors and my cousins' lives a couple different times. So I think they were real honest. They weren't overprotective. I don't know why. Maybe it was just the time period, but they were very adult and just talked to us and raised us as to be adults. And so I think they did a good job.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely lucky. You would think that, well, I don't know. Police officers can go either way. You get the ones that are super strict because they're cops, and then you get the ones that are like, go do whatever you want. I'm a cop. I'll get you out of trouble. So,
Yeah.
I think my parents were not super strict. They were just very clear about what was expected, so we
Yeah.
didn't really push it a lot.
Yeah.
Because they were working all the time, they trusted us to not mess things up too
Not
bad.
do dumb shit.
We learned pretty early on, what was acceptable and what wasn't acceptable, and we didn't push it an awful lot.
That's really cool.
I mean, I just tell people, especially when it comes with teenagers, like, if they want to act like they're grown, treat them like they're grown, but they don't get to pick and choose which parts of being grown they like.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to live by my rules while you're in my house, then you can pay rent. You can pay your part of utilities. You can buy your own food and your own way to cook it. Like, if I have to go to work every day to buy these things for me, then so do you. You don't get to tell me that you're not going to listen to me in my house and then turn around and ask me for favors too. I'm not driving you nowhere. I'm not buying you nothing. You want to be grown? Be grown. Be self sufficient like I have to be. Now, if you want to go back to being my kid, then by all means, we can talk about what your boundaries are going to be. But until then, you're on your own. And typically, kids don't like that because then they find out how shitty it is to be an adult. And they're like, take me back. I never want to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, my kids, the major issue that I have with them is they don't see me as a human. They only see me as their mom. So that's what we're working through right now. So
How old are they?
they are 12 and 9. So
Yeah, they're kind of right on that. I don't think that I
Preteens.
really saw my parents until as human beings, like regular folks, till after high school. Because they're just so busy
Right.
doing their own thing. You have to kind of grow up a little bit, and you're like, oh wait, my mom and dad are just people.
Yeah.
Who
Well,
had,
and I
had kids who had a kid, or it's
exactly
a process when you realize that they were just like maybe my age when they had me.
exactly.
Like, wow, that's dumb.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny
Yeah.
because like I tell my kids all the time, like I constantly reinforce like I'm also a person. I also have feelings. Like
Yeah.
these are things because like I want them to. I always have this thing where it's like I want my kids to if I am like this, then they have to consider other people too. So like with their bodies, I'm always like, if I'm asking you permission to touch your body, everybody else has to too. So like I'm very big on like consent.
That's
So like
good.
there's that, but like not just that, but like if I'm asking you a question about this and I'm your mother, literally, my mom would never have asked me this. My mom would never have done this. She would never have considered this.
Yeah.
It applies to everybody else too. So
Yeah.
I don't know if their dad does that, but I think he does, but I don't know.
I just find it so hilarious how we started off talking about killer
Oh my
pizza
God,
and now we're
sorry.
talking about killer children. Like
It
being killer
always comes
parents.
back around.
ADHD.
I
Well,
know, right? We get off on some tangents.
we really
Like
do.
I tried to warn you. This is literally the definition of thriving in
It's
chaos.
insanity. Well, I actually, so I stalked your IMDb before we got on.
Okay.
I see one on here called Cursed Waters, and I'm super curious. Can you
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about what that's about? Because that looks really interesting. Like, I like the title.
Ooh.
So that's with the Mahals, and it is okay. So let's see. That was a while ago. Let me think.
Pull it out of the back of your brain.
Yes.
She's like, let me go through the Rolodex of movies I've been in and pull the script out.
So the parts that I was in a kind of a town scene and a courtroom scene and some different scenes, but the movie is about pirates and some monster types. So some monstery and some pirate people go in and some people die. And so I am a townsperson who's lost like some family members in this monstery pirate scenario.
I love your description of the movie. Some monstery guys and some piratey guys.
And they have some
they're in the
squabbles.
movie, and then people die.
Yes, people were dying, getting ripped apart and eaten maybe, and like gushing blood here and there.
No big
And
deal.
so I'm like, no,
It's
why did you
fine.
do that?
Oh,
And so one of the main pirates gets taken to jail, and then he's telling the story about the monster pirate scenario.
oh,
She's
okay.
just so
Flashbacks.
nonchalant. Yeah, people
it's
were
good
getting
drama.
ripped apart, eaten over here in the corner. You know, the usual.
It happens more than you think.
It's the usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. There's a giant spider behind me, but that's no big deal. It's
fine.
Classic pirate monster shenanigans. Yeah.
I love it. Well, I just it just seems so interesting just by the title. And if you hadn't already talked about Desert Fiends, I would have asked you about that one too, because I like that title too.
When's that one coming out? Do you
Well,
know?
it just filmed earlier this year, so I would say
Oh,
a
so
year
probably
or
next
so.
year.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cursed
That's
Waters could be out like this December.
Oh, very cool.
That's the only thing
Ish.
I hate about the movie industry. It's like it takes so long to get it.
Yeah.
You see all these great trailers for it, and then it doesn't get released for like 2 years, man.
And then if you go and do like podcasts or anything like that, and people ask super specific questions, you're like, okay, that was
Like that.
5 years ago. What did happen exactly?
See,
Like,
that's
hold
why
on.
we try. I mean, we try to stay on topic, but it usually doesn't work, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, this is why that we're not just like all about one thing that people do. Like, we just let the conversation go where it goes.
I like that. It's more organic.
Yeah, I always like to say we like to like kind of humanize the entertainment industry, because it's like you guys are people too. And I say this like every time we talk about this. I cannot stand when people are like, "Oh my god, I love this actor," and they're just amazing. Like you don't know that person. You don't know that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get to know people and like let's have conversations and go back and forth. It's fun.
Our slogan is we're not just entertainment, we're real life.
Yeah.
And
love
like
that.
I don't know, here lately we kind of show the darker side of entertainment, I guess. Like we're the true crimers, the comedians, the paranormal ghost hunters, like we got it going on. We're like the darker side of Hollywood, I guess. And you know, we've had some people that have been pretty big in you know, TV and movies,
Yeah.
but we're pretty much anybody with a story at this point. Like it was originally just going to be like celebrities and ghost hunters, but then I was like, screw it, we're thriving in
That's supposed to
chaos.
everybody.
Everybody's thriving in chaos. It applies.
Yeah.
I saw that in your intro. You've got some ghost huntery looking things, and
Yeah.
I was hoping we could talk about that a little bit because I've been in 2 different paranormal groups and done not a lot of hunts, but maybe like 20 different investigations that have been, some of them really good. But I enjoy it tremendously. I've had a lot of neat experiences with ghosts and supernaturally kind of things, and I love doing that stuff.
What was your favorite location?
Limp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, I don't
I
think
don't
I've heard
know
of
what
that
that is.
one.
The Limp Mansion, the Limp family made beer. They brought over, I believe, a German beer, and it was the first. I'm making stuff up, but I think it was like Pilsner or something like that. And
Our kind of people.
it could not be Pilsners, it could be something else, but it was one of the first beers that needed to be refrigerated because it used to be beer was hot.
Yeah.
And
Ew.
they found a way to do it that it had to stay cold, and it was like this new great thing. And so they were pretty popular. And they have a house in St. Louis and a brewery right next to their house. And the house
Ooh,
had
that's a
multiple
nice
family
setup.
members kill themselves in it, and then just
Wow.
different history throughout time. And
There she goes
it's a
again.
pretty active house.
There she goes again with the nonchalant. Oh, they just killed themselves in there. It's no big deal.
I
It's
think
fine.
I think there was 4 family members that killed themselves in that house.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Well,
I guess
she's-
money and beer isn't enough.
I guess not. What kind of activity did you get in the house?
A lot of activity. Some really neat stuff. And I'm pretty intuitive, and so I can feel stuff. And we got so much neat activity. I got to dance with Mr. Limp, or one of the Mr. Limps. I forget which one it is. And he would flash lights and beep and do different talking, and I danced with him and kept getting responses. People were surrounding us with their devices, and they were just beeping and beeping. So I was just dancing in the middle of this circle, and it just went on for a long time. As I was like, I gotta stop, Mr. Limp. I can't dance like this. You're too good a shape for me to be dancing this long.
He doesn't have a body to get tired.
He doesn't get tired, yeah. So
Yeah.
I definitely was at a disadvantage.
Wait, is it lamp or limp?
LEMP.
Limp.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Limp.
I thought it
So,
was
yes.
limp at first, and I was about to be like, you cannot
Limp.
pay me enough to have that for a last name.
Limp.
Just saying.
I guess it sounds like LIMP, limp.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's
Isn't that
literally like that newscaster where she says a very devastating story like, joining us now, the puppy kicker is now in custody, blah, blah, blah. And then other news, da-da-da-da-da. Like, she can be happy that quick. Like, she just hit
She's
us with
an
all this heavy
actor.
shit, and she's just like, oh, yeah, they just died in the corner over there. It's no big
It's
deal. It's fine.
It's
People over there got ripped apart and eaten by the monster pirate people, but it's fine.
I'm very
worries.
comfortable with death. It seems like, like I have been a nurse tech and done a lot of things with people who are in hospice related things. A lot of people that were near death or dying, and then after they're dead. And for some reason, I've always been able to. I'm intrigued by it. It's kind of like some people are really drawn to kids, and I'm really drawn to the end of life related things, and not so much kids.
I feel
So
like I'm the
all
same
of that
way.
part, end of life stuff, that's where I'm more drawn.
Have you ever heard of a death doula?
Yes, I am a death doula.
Are you really? Oh my
Yes.
God. I was just looking at that because I was like, what a cool thing to be certified to do. I actually looked into the certification, and I
Yes,
might do it.
it's right now. It's kind of whatever you want it to be. You get to make it however you want to because it's not really regulated.
Mhm.
So whatever your area of interest would be is the area that you specialize in. So you can actually be somebody that gets clients who maybe have been diagnosed with something and they know that there's a certain amount of time and you work with them through the process, or you could actually be there when they're actually dying and help them with it. You can pick any aspect that you want. My particular area, it's like if somebody's actively dying, sometimes it takes days and days and days. And so like, I don't want to have employees. So you can't be there all the time. So I have been there at that time, but I can't guarantee that that's my job, that I'll just be with you from a point to a point.
Right.
Like I physically can't know. I can't do it 24 hours a day. So
There's no
I
way
work
to
with
know.
people in ways to prepare for their death as if it was going to happen soon, even if you're not sick. Like I'm also a health coach, and I work with people. Like if you knew you were going to die at a certain point, what do you have to accomplish in your life in order to die more peacefully?
Mhm.
Like how can we make your death as peaceful and as comfortable as possible? What does that look like for you? What do you need to have accomplished? Do you want candles and music? Do you want people around? Do you not want people around? Do you need to write that book? Do you need to apologize to your friend in elementary school? Whatever needs to happen, we start doing it now because you never know how long you have.
Exactly.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I've got a long list of people I need to meet, and we can get that going right now.
Get it going right
maybe,
now because you never know.
Maybe by the time I'm ready to die, I will have met them all. Most of them are wrestlers. A few of them are actors. Just saying.
You need to finish that book is what you need to do.
Books.
Me too.
Books. There's more than one.
Lisa
I
hit
have
the
like
nail on the head with
3
you.
I still need to write.
Yeah. Me too. I've got to finish all. I've published one poetry book. But I've got so many stories, books that are almost done. I ultimately refuse to finish them because then what would I do?
Yeah. That's the ADHD
What could I beat
struggle.
myself up about if I actually did what I wanted to do?
I've just had
You'd find
writer's
stuff,
block
it's
for like
fine.
20 years.
I can make up new stuff.
You're just gonna find other things. It's
I
cool.
plan to finish mine. I just, I've had writer's block for 20 years.
Someday.
I mean,
I love that,
obviously, the professor is going to make me write the damn books because she bought the one to read, and she's going to get really mad at me when she gets to the end and realizes the twist ending, and then she's going to be like, bitch, finish the story.
Exactly. Get to it. Hop to.
Speaking of finishing
That's
the
so
story, thank you for being here, Lisa.
Oh, thank you.
Is there anything that you want to say to the people in closing?
Thriving in chaos. We just got to do our best every day, and it's good enough.
Yeah, that's true.
There is no good enough. There is only being.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a human being and a human doing.
Yeah.
I've become a lot more philosophical these days since, I got my medical marijuana card. Every time I take my medicine now, I get very philosophical. Like, I start thinking of dumb shit. Like, has anybody ever noticed that we drive on a parkway, but we park in a driveway? Or like, people that serve you in restaurants are called waiters, but technically, if you're the one waiting on them, that would make you the waiter.
Well, now they call them servers.
Yeah. Servers and waitees.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, it's been fun. We'll definitely have to have you back on when Killer
we talk
Pizza...
about more death doula stuff in paranormal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. We should get her on the next paranormal potluck.
We got too carried away with all the other stuff, so I was like, well, I have more questions, but we only have an hour.
Let's do it. I love paranormal stuff. I could talk about it all day.
Oh my gosh, yeah, let's do that.
I may have to add her to our group.
Please do.
Shake things up a bit.
Could be one of our ghost besties.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to add her to the Ghosty Girls group. And on that note, guys, we out.